everything is fake. Everything. I don't know about y'all, but I live in the US and we live in a society where everything is fake. We live in the United States of America and we're not even united. For example, let me just start off with something small. The first thing you talk to, like, you go to the grocery store and the cashier says, "Did you find everything okay?" Do you really think that cashier cares about if you found everything okay? You're just gonna say, yeah, even if you probably didn't. But let's just say if you said no, what is the cashier gonna do? You ever tried? I said no once and they were like, "Oh, sorry about that." What's the point of asking if you didn't care? Like, that's an example. I'm not saying they should, but it's like I'm giving an example. You talk to somebody and they say, "Hey, how are you doing?" You say fine. And then you ask, "How are you doing?" Even though you might not care how they're doing, they say fine. Once in a while, I'll be honest and I'll be like, I'm not doing the best. And I actually describe what they're doing. All they give me is sorry about that. No one cares, but yet we're acting like we do. So if you don't care, why are you acting like you do? And that's just an example. The food that we eat, why does like something simple like a Pop-Tart have over 10 ingredients? Why does Gatorade have like over 10 ingredients? Why does simple things that we eat have so many ingredients? I'm gonna cover this up. This lotion, right? Look how many ingredients it got. Half of the ingredients I can't even pronounce. It's fake. This thing could have caused something ill to me because it's not real. But yet, they say it's dermatologist approved, whatever that means. Against animal testing. Cool. I would hope not. Formulated without artificial dyes. But yet it has sulfate in it. It has so many things. Like, you see what I'm trying to say? Like, things are marketed towards us, or people act like they're genuine, but most people are disingenuine. Most people are disingenuine. I used to volunteer every Sunday when I was in college, right? And the people I would meet that will volunteer with me are the most disingenuine people I ever met. I remember I used to hang out with this girl. She used to be my friend. We fell out. The moment she got into the organization, because a lot of organizations, like in college, like they ask you to volunteer and stuff. The moment she got in, she stopped volunteering. I'm not trying to judge. Wait, no, actually, no, I am judging. But, but like, we're saying that you actually care about the community. Because she did. She said, "I care about the community, I volunteer, blah, blah, blah." But the moment she got what she wanted, she stopped volunteering. Those homeless people are still hungry even after you join that organization. So if you didn't care, why did you talk? Why did you say something like you actually did? Why did you make it seem like you genuinely care, but you didn't? I feel like we're so wrapped up in being disingenuine because how everything is. Now it rubs up on us. I've literally met people. I watched a TikTok, and this TikTok was saying like the dating scene right now is horrible because everybody's disingenuine. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. Everything she said was on point. I'm like, yeah, I agree 100%. Dude, like, I've literally met people. Their relationship looks amazing on social media, or how they are in public is amazing. But then when I get to actually be friends with one of the partners, that relationship was horrible. They were miserable. And I asked them, "Why are you still with them?" And they can only list off reasons on why they staying with them is because they want to look a certain way. "Oh, but my partner, we look good," or "I've been with like my significant other for like X amount of years. I don't want like I don't want to hear what my family or my friends got to say when I split up. Everything that they list was something worried about what other people were going to say. And I'm like, when I broke up with my ex, all I heard from other people was, why? But y'all look so happy. That's the thing. Look. None of you guys know how the relationship was, but the two of us. Only me and my ex knew how the relationship was. But everybody acts like they know so much because they were seeing us in public or they're hanging out around us. They don't know what happened behind closed door. I'm not bashing my ex or anything like that. But it's like, that doesn't mean the relationship was that good or I needed to stay in that relationship. It wasn't growing. It wasn't fulfilling me. And that's okay. I'm not bashing it. I wish the best for him. We're both human beings. People would pick majors in college, not because they're passionate about it. It's because they heard, oh, this brings a lot of money, or this looks good on your resume. I've met people that literally join clubs in college because they literally said it will look good on their resume. Clubs and extracurricular activities were made so people can find community and have fun, but because we live in such a disingenuous society, now it's made so it can look good on paper. The whole purpose of the club has another purpose right now because of the way we live. Clubs were made to have fun and build community, but people mainly join because they're worried about what it might look like on their resume, so they can look good to other people. People stay in executive board positions in clubs because they're worried about how their resume will look not good because they don't have any e-board positions. But yet I asked them, how's the e-board position going? They hate it. Just leave. But my resume, what about your health? What about your sanity? Are you going to take that into account too? Or are you just worried about what other people think of you? How can we be genuine if we're too worried and too busy about how we look? That's not genuine at all. The way we eat, like packaging is everything to us. Like the whole world basically talks about like American like packaging and stuff like that. Like people put so much effort into the packaging rather than the product. Like literally, it's crazy. It's literally so crazy. Like everything's based on an image and how you look and what you have and how other people look at you and validation. That's literally the least fulfilling thing to do in your life. And then sometimes we sit down and wonder why there's a void. Because you're creating that void because you're choosing other people rather than yourself. That void is here because you picked X, Y, and Z over your feelings. You picked their validation over yours. You're living for other people. That's why that void is there. And then you try to fill that void with other forms of validation. Nothing within yourself. Everything is fake. Everything. The whole image of college, it was fake. I actually experienced it myself. People were so quick to highlight the good side of college. Nobody talked about the bad side. Like, for example, college tours. They're the fakest thing I've ever seen. They make the college look so good, but they never talk about the negative side. All of them. And people say, oh, well, what are they supposed to do? Be honest. Because people leave the moment they realize, like, the negative side. People are going to leave regardless, whether or not you make it look good or not. People have that choice. But if you're honest up front, you would have saved people's time. But people don't care. They just want your money. Everything that's advertised is fake. And musicians, a lot of musicians will talk about things in their songs and they don't even live that way. It's fake. It's an image. Everything is fake. And I've only been an adult for 2 years. It's about to be 3 years until I've been an adult. a legal adult. But it's like, I learned so much in between these 3 years. It's insane. Like, I'm still on that. People stay in marriages that they're miserable in because they're too worried about what other people might think when they split up. Or they're just so focused on how the marriage makes them look, not how it makes them feel. Like, people will be friends with other people because of like the popularity or like the hype that they get, because they're friends with them, not because they genuinely want to be friends with them. People will buy expensive clothes, but yet they can barely even eat at night because they spent all that money on the clothes, not on the food. Because they're so worried about how they look about other people, they're not focused on how they're treating themselves. I've met people in school, they will have like, I remember when Supreme was big. Oh my gosh, when Supreme was everywhere, a person would have Supreme with a Gucci belt, but yeah, you're asking me for a pencil. Your priorities are not straight. You're so worried about how you look to other people, but yet you don't even have your own school supplies. That's only one example. There's no excuse for that. You can literally sell that Gucci belt and get a pencil. You literally can. It's crazy. So to meet a genuine person is so rare. I've only met 2 genuine people in my life. 2. I'm still friends with them. Just 2. It's crazy. I don't want to live disingenuously. I have vowed to myself I'm going to be as genuine and authentic as possible. And people are going to have problems with that, but it doesn't matter. You're not even happy with your own life. I wouldn't expect you to be happy with mine. And that's okay. But yeah. That's crazy. People would like, just existing is cool, but tiring at the same time. Like, people would literally smile in people's faces, have fun, go out, make videos together, but behind closed doors, they hate each other. They'll talk down on one another. The moment another person talks bad about that person, now they feel like they have an opportunity to actually truly say what they feel. But I'm like, why couldn't you show it? There's nothing wrong with like not liking somebody, but if you act like and you show and you pretend you like them, that's a problem. That's a problem. Because that's being fake. That's not real. That's why DL men exist. That's why people in the closet exist. Because they're so worried about what other people have to think about themselves that they have to hide it. And it causes destruction. It causes destruction. This is crazy. I can go on and on about this man. But hey, it is what it is. That's life. At least I know I'm going to be as genuine as possible for as long as I can. And that's okay. And if you're not genuine, at least try. But just know it's not easy, because a lot of people are going to have something to say. People will be swimming in their own piss and they'll look at you crazy because you're swimming in clean water. People don't like people that are different. And that's okay. Why do you want to be the same? Why do you want to fit in? Gotta ask yourself that. But hey, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Stay beautiful, stay woke, and stay peaceful reflection. Thanks for having time with Tatsi. I'm out.